Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. In a little over 2 hours from now, we're going to be back up to the tent. My dad drove up to the folks' cabin yesterday. It was a rainy day yesterday. Today now it's not supposed to rain. And tomorrow we're supposed to get rain again. So today is going to be a pretty busy day. My dad pulled up the log splitter with him. I've got the four-wheeler and the four-wheeler trailer. I'm pulling that up right now. Time to get wood up on the front porch for winter. There's some trees to cut down. There's some logs there to split. I'd like to check deer stands if possible. Just a lot of stuff to do. My dad texted me last night that there was some ducks right out in front of his dock, so with all that rice that was on the lake this year, maybe there'll be some ducks around. It's hard to say. If there are, I'll try to shoot them. And with that lake, you just never know. Either the ducks are there or they're not there. They just come passing through and they're not there for long. Luckily, I was driving slow. I had my camera in my hand. I was trying to take a picture of the fall colors, and that bull moose come out of the left side of the woods there. If I'd have been going fast, I could have plowed right into it. We're getting close now. Everything looks good in here, but as usual, it's chilly in here. I need to get that wood stove going. The first thing I do when I come up for this weekend, when we're putting wood on the porch and getting everything ready for winter, is I check the stove and I see that this pipe right here has split, and the upper pipe has then dropped down into it. So I need to replace at least this piece right here before I fire up the stove. I don't like this bottom one either, so I'm going to have to put in a second one. I do have a third piece. It's not the black, but I might put in 3. So I'm going to have to install another damper. I'm never going to get the old one out, so I'm going to have to go with the new one. I wouldn't have such a problem with a pipe like this if I had a cap on top. The problem with that is that, like, I'll burn pine in that wood stove, or even if I'm burning hardwood, but I have to turn it way down so it just kind of slowly smolders, and every time it clogs the cap, and then I got to go out there and knock it off so that I can get a draft through it, so I just keep the cap off. My patience for doing that gets shorter and shorter every time. Man, that's a bummer. Everything looks pretty good out here. I think it's time we can fire up the stove. After all that frustration, 39.6 doesn't feel that cold. Looks like my time got off on this thing. The batteries must be dead. And those stovepipes stink when they're burning off. You can see that smoke coming off of it. I've already burned through 2 camera batteries, so I've got to keep these, when it gets chilly like this, I've got to keep the chargers going. I don't know, I've got 6 or 8 batteries, but still. It's about 10:15 right now. If you guys remember earlier when I was up to the tent, I got that birch firewood that needs to be cut. They're too wide right now. And my dad wants to split that. He asked me if I could go, when he was stopped over, he asked if I could go cut that up. And then he said he would split, and I can grab wood from the pile that is split and bring it up here and put it on the porch. There's a little bit of pine mixed in with that pile, so I like to put that over here. about 12 o'clock, so I think I'm going to heat some stuff up and have some lunch. It's warming up fast now. When we were up duck hunting, my dad brought up some bear sausage from that bear that he shot and gave a couple packages of it to me, so it's already smoked and cooked, so I just have to heat this up. It's really good too. I did bring up some pre-made chicken that I bought at the store just for today. There we go. That makes it look healthy. This is the first time I've seen the sun in, I believe, 6 days. Okay, yeah, after I get everything out, I'll put some up by the fire pit and stuff, and then we can cover it. So.
Oh yeah, well you use it up here or over here.
Okay, okay.
Because,
Well, I'm happy to say that the wood bin is all filled up now, and it's all birch except for that little bit on that left side. You can see that little bit lighter. That's pine. I actually usually like a little bit more pine in there because I burn that first before the hardwood, but that'll be fine. I am going to go grab another load of pine. I want to finish up putting some here. I'm going to stack some right there. And then, I don't know if I'll get that today or tomorrow or whatever. I want to get a load out by the campfire too. I think before I get that last load of wood, since I've got the main part done now, I'm going to unload that trailer off my truck and I want to drive down to my far stand, check that one, and just see if there's any grouse. There'll be a lot of people that were driving the road today looking for grouse, but I want to do that because what's going to happen is it's going to get dark here, and I really want to get that one stand checked out. I still have to pull the SD cards out of the trail cameras too. That's always exciting. I like looking at the one at the front of the tent because that one either has nothing or usually something exciting. So, and I don't think I've been up here for probably a month. We'll run down and check the fire stand first here, get that one done today. And then tomorrow, if the weather isn't bad, I want to run out and go in right here, and that's where Sarah goes in, and we'll check out her stand and just see what's going on. There's actually still quite a few leaves on the trees up here. The stand is in good shape. It needs the actual stand. I need to bring some rope out, get a couple of things tightened up here. Other than that, it needs a new umbrella roof. That did not survive. Otherwise, it's as sturdy as it's ever been. Well, I think we'll get down from this one. Let's go and check Zachary's stand. I hear a four-wheeler driving by. That's the second one since I got up here about 5 minutes ago. I see the salt block is still there, but it's only about half the size. Let's go down and take a look at that. Yeah, there's deer tracks right up against it here. According to the radio, rain's gonna start tonight, and it sounds pretty rainy tomorrow, so let's run out to Sarah's stand right now just to make sure it's standing. I mean, what happens if I can't really come up here before deer hunting, you know? At least I will have checked all the stands. Oh, I didn't bring my gun this time because this isn't a very grousey area. Let's see, usually I can see her stand from here. I don't see it yet. Well, I can see it up there now. These pine trees they planted in here after they logged are sure growing up this year for sure. Well, there's definitely some deer tracks on this trail going into her stand. Her stand is in real good shape here. Even the umbrella roof over the top, it was bent down, but I bent it back up and it's still in good shape. Well, this is where I got my buck last year. This is a good stand. I've just been sitting here for about 10 minutes, and it's amazing how peaceful and nice it is to sit right now. And then deer hunting comes and it's freezing cold out. And as time goes on and you sit here longer and longer, how agonizing it is to sit here. Well, let's go back to the tent. I still have wood to haul. That's about as full as I can get the porch. Probably driving over tons of good food here. I have no idea. Mushrooms are just going crazy this year. Well, I think before it gets completely dark here, I'm going to run out and grab at least the 2 trail camera SD cards up front here. And then eventually I'll pull the barbecue around. What a day. I'm not sure, but I think both of these, the battery went dead on them. I brought up a whole bunch of new batteries this time. I can't remember. I know I was getting low on batteries, so we'll see what we ended up with. Not much for pictures on this one. Look at all that rice. This is when I was up here with Melissa, because both of the dogs are up. Here there's a rabbit right here. You can see his little ears and his eye right there. Well, that was it on this one. One rabbit. So, well, that's good in one way. There was no people. I did see my dad. He comes and checks every time he's up to the folks' place. I did see him walking through over here, but yeah, that's it. I may as well run down and grab the other one because it's going to be raining tomorrow. What did I do with my headlamp? There it is. That's when I came. And there's Melissa. There's a deer right there. No antlers though. This was just what, 5 days ago? Timber wolf. It's not very clear. And this is me coming in today. And that must have been me taking the camera down right now. So we got a deer and a wolf on this one and a rabbit on the front one. That's it. I brought the spot cleaner up because I had a few spots. I need to bring the big one up. I didn't have room in my truck this time. And then just do the whole carpet. I do that once a year. But these spots were on here, and I threw in the little one. I wanted to make sure that they would come out. I wasn't sure about these two, and they just come right up. So now there'll probably be a white spot there, but oh well. Like I said, next time up, if I remember, I'll bring the big one up and do the whole entire thing. If not, at least the visible spots like that are gone. I didn't bring a whole lot up, really. I brought a chuck steak right there. I brought up a pork roast for tomorrow. I thought maybe, depending on the weather, but I think even if the weather is bad, I can still just kind of slow cook it. Do the offset part of the smoker barbecue. The last time I was up here was August 11th. That was me and Melissa. And we brought the dogs, Nellie and Joni. And now it's October 4th. That's almost 2 months. Wow. So Zachary just called me, and you remember when I was up duck hunting, I dumped the 77D camera into the water, so I had to box that all up, which I showed in the last farmhouse video, and sent it off. And today they contacted us, and they completely cover the camera. And the camera body itself, anyway, they cover enough. So, I mean, their prices must be different than what we just paid for. The one you're watching right now is another 77D, brand new. We had to get one right away, even though we're going to get another one. We, you know, the show had to go on, so to speak. And anyway, yeah, they cover enough so we can buy another lens too. So I always use the 10 to 18 lens. It gives me a real wide angle, and it's very similar to my Handycam that I used in the beginning. So yeah, we get another camera and another lens, so we'll have one. So when I dump the one you're watching right now in the water, I'll have one ready to go. Okay, everyone, it's time for dinner.
Fantastic. Jonathan Week. I had heard you had made your way to our shores.
Okay, everyone, well, it's 5 minutes after 11. It's been a long day. No rain yet. We'll see what happens in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It's just a couple minutes after 6 o'clock right now. I woke up at 4:30 this morning. That's my usual wake-up time, and then I just kind of laid in bed and did nothing, kind of dozed off a little bit, and then got up a little bit after 5. Nothing you can do outside because it's still dark out. My phone says rain at 7 o'clock, and there's a big blob coming from the left. I've been texting with my dad. Zachary texted me this morning, which is weird because he never used to be up at this time of the morning, but now with the new little baby, his schedule has changed. I think I'll put the new batteries in this morning and change the time so it's right. Yeah, even that is saying it's going to rain. But I mean, it stayed nice in here. It was like 70.1 when I woke up, and it was 41.9 outside. Well, it was raining a little bit out there, and now it's stopped, and there's a bunch more coming. So I think I'm going to run down, and I want to move that wood pile where my dad split it to the right, because when the driveway gets muddy, I like to drive through right where that trailer is sometimes. Well, after just losing a camera to water, I think I'll bring you inside and I'll come back out here and move the rest of this pile. Well, I got the rest of that wood moved, and then I even put a little pile on the side of the outhouse. I'll have to show you guys that later, but right here, I undid this wire yesterday. It was kind of going around, and anyway, this has always been this cluster of wires that were wired together. I just want to get one that goes from here out, clean it up a little bit, because the other one, there was so many wires that were wrapped around, there was parts of it you really couldn't hang anything on. I think at one time I had the wire going from here, and then it would wrap around and go back to that, and I think that was to help hold the pipe when it got really windy. But now that I have a metal whatever you call it, jack right here, and one on the other roof that goes above, there's no reason. This thing is hard to move as it is now. There we go. Now we're all set up. It's 20 minutes after 9. Looking at my phone, it looks like it's going to rain like this all day long. There's a right around that noon, 1, 2 o'clock range, it drops down to 60%, but otherwise it's like 100%. I'm going to, I think, drive the loop just for something to do. I'm guessing that roast that I was going to do on the grill out there, I'll probably have to do on the wood stove in the cast iron pot. That might be kind of fun. I'll hook up one of these propane cylinders underneath the tent oven. If you remember when I was up here last time, I took them out because it didn't seem to be working right. I swapped them out. The other one for now will just be an extra. I'm such a dork. I was up front there. It's like, oh, it sounds like somebody's driving up the driveway. It was my truck running. Looks like I'm down to 1 full case of water there. And not even a half right there, so I need to get more water up here before deer hunting. Nothing down that trail. That trail doesn't look like very good grouse habitat, but that trail right there is, I've shot more grouse on that trail than any other trail up here. That's the one back in 2012 me and Max were walking down, and it got maybe 150 yards down it, and he's real grousey, and come around the corner and there was 2 of them on the road, and I shot one that was sitting and the other one jumped up, and I dropped that one too, and Max got to retrieve them both, and he was a happy dog. One time I stopped in at this lake and I just come over just over this little hill, and there was one goose that was sitting right down out there. I didn't have any steel shot with me. Got in my truck, drove all the way back to the tent, got steel shot, came all the way back, came here, goose was still there, I shot it. I want to go in and check my clearing stand, but I would get soaked doing it right now. It looks like now, between now and like 2 o'clock, it's not going to rain, so I think I'm going to fire up the grill, and I still have some chunks of apple, and I'm pretty sure I do anyway. Let's put this on there and just let it cook.
you hold all that wood.
Yeah.
Hold it. You might get an extra tarp up there, son. If you want to take and cut it in half and cover both of them. It's 10 by 10.
Oh, maybe I will. Yeah, yep. Yeah.
Because
it's covered in
that way you could be trying a couple more months anyway.
Right, yep, yep.
I covered up my barrel and my drain barrel, drained it all out.
Oh, did you? Getting ready
I
for
took the cutters off.
Oh, you did?
Now that cutter in front was last year, the snow come and hit it.
I don't think I'm going to do anything fancy with this. No mustard on it or anything. I'm just going to put some seasoning on it and let it cook for a few hours. I think for lunch today I'm going to cut up this last bear sausage that I have up here. I'm going to cut up the rest of my steak from last night, throw a few more things into the tin foil pack and throw it on the wood stove and let it heat up. Some mushrooms. Put some of my dehydrated nettles on here. Question always comes up, what does this do? It adds no flavor whatsoever, but it's super good for you, so it just changes the color a little bit. I'd say we give that about a half hour and it's going to be done. That wind is getting nasty out there. I can hear it cooking in there. But it's getting a little toasty in here. I think I'm just going to put a Gunsmoke in. I have another movie up here that I haven't watched called Alpha. Melissa said it's a really good movie, but there are no words spoken in it. So I have to really watch to see what's happening, and I don't know if I have that patience. We'll see if it keeps raining today. Who knows? Hot. I hope it tastes as good as it smells. It smells delicious. It's actually very, very good. A couple of the bear sausages got pretty cooked on the bottom, but it really does taste good. I just went out, put up all the trail cameras. I put new batteries into two of them that, well, two of them were dead, the other one still was going pretty good. So, because they said in about a half hour it's going to start raining hard out there, or harder. It's just misting right now. And this has just been cooking right around 230. It's been in there for about 3 hours now. I'm going to try to sneak out and look at that one other deer stand. Hopefully I won't get too wet. My dad has already been out to his stand, which is in that same clearing, and he said a lot of the brushy stuff has really grown up in the last year. That's why I want to take a look. I'm going to drive around the whole loop though to get there. Then I'm facing the right direction, and maybe there'll be some grouse, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people have driven through here today. Like there's one right there. I usually go out right there, but I think I'm going to save myself from getting real wet. Sneak through this way. This is a pretty good deer trail. And there's my deer stand right there. This stuff really is growing up a lot. Still an awesome stand though. Get about 1 inch of snow on the ground. Well, I have successfully checked all the stands that I need to right now. My dad just texted me and he can't get his DVD player to work, so I gotta run over there and hook it up for him.
Where you going in there?
That clock that I have over the wood bin over there, that clock, it was one of those atomic clocks, so it sets itself, and or whatever they're called. And I can't even remember the last time I changed batteries in that thing. And these cheapy ones here that I've got, I swear that I put a battery in and it doesn't, I don't know, by deer hunting it'll probably be off. There, it's working again. Let's see how long it goes. What time? It's right now, it's 9 minutes after 5. This bedroom one is the same way. Well, I think it's pretty much the same clock, but my dad just stopped by and brought back that movie. He said he liked it too. I think I'm going to go out because it'll be dark here within an hour. I think I'm going to go out and hook the trailer up to my truck so I don't have to do that in the morning. I'll definitely be leaving in the morning. I have nothing more to do here and the weather is still going to be overcast like it is right now. Well, I got the trailer hooked up now and I see I brought up 2 of those 5-gallon containers of water in the back of my truck. I need to untie those and stack them up with the other water. I'll put those right here, and then one that I used last night, I'll bring that back and fill that up and bring it up here next time. That roast that's been on the smoker out there for hours is just about at the temperature I want to take it off and wrap it, and then it'll take probably another hour until it's finished. And I have to do some cleaning up in here because I'll be heading home, like I said, early tomorrow. And it's not too dirty, so it's really not going to take that long. I'm trying to figure out what I want to put in as background noise. I've seen all these so many times, or the ones I haven't are stupid, so I could put in The Day the Earth Stood Still and stay with the same person this weekend. I can't put in 10,000 BC because somebody already commented on that. I have to wait till next time. The Fifth Element would be good, but I think it wasn't that long ago that I watched that. Well, I haven't watched 2012 for a while. Well, you're supposed to put some apple juice or something in the bottom of this, not on top, they said. But I don't have any, so I'm going to put some grape juice in here like I did last time. Last time, though, I think I poured it over the whole thing. before I came up here, I spent the afternoon and the night at the farmhouse, so I have a shorter video to edit for the Northern Seclusion channel. I think I'll do that now. I've got some time to kill, and this one is not, it's not all that long. I don't think it'll be around 10 minutes, so. Hello everyone. Hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm eventually going to be heading up to the tent. I decided to go past my usual exit, and I'm going to drive. Almost there. I want 202 degrees before I pull it off. You know, if you guys only watch the Joe and Zach Survival channel, or if this is the first time that you're watching it or whatever, because this video gets a lot of views every year. This pre-deer hunting, fall is coming, get the wood up on the porch and everything. You're missing out on a lot of stuff. So this video I am editing for my other channel, Northern Seclusion, which is me and my fiance Melissa. We bought a farmhouse about a year ago up in Cloquet, Minnesota, and it was in bad shape, and we're just restoring everything. And it covers that. It covers stuff down in Louisiana, because we have where she moved from, the Louisiana house. There was stuff before moving up to Minnesota, and I have to go back down to Louisiana this winter because we need to get that house finished and done after the flood. And also with Zachary and Samantha, who just had Rose, my third grandchild, they have a channel that's called Exploring Life. So you can do a search for Northern Seclusion. You can do a search for Exploring Life, but do Exploring Life Zach Jensen, ZACHJENSEN, and that one will come up, because then you kind of get to see everything that's going on. So anyway, you know, and also, you know, now you got to hit the notifications thing so that you get to know when the new videos come up. So anyway, just a heads up, there's a lot more stuff going on. If I remember, I will put links to both the other channels in the description here. Well, it's time to pull it off, bring it inside, and let it rest for a while. Well, I have that baked potato from last night and some peas heating up in the microwave. Let's take a look and see how this turned out. This is really the first time that I've done it, this real long cooking and then wrapping it. I did not, oh, look at all that juice, dang it. I did not put any rub on it, but I'm more interested in getting the meat done correctly. Look at that, huh? Wow. Oh wow, it's really tender. I've never done it where it just almost fell apart. Finally. Look at that. Wow. That's definitely the consistency I've been trying to get forever. Okay, everyone, well, it is dinner time. Okay, everyone, well, the journal is done for today. I did not get that video finished. It's raining again out here and miserable. It's almost 10:30 at night, so I'm going to be going to bed pretty quick. I will see you guys in the morning, pack the rest of the stuff up, and head south. Okay, everyone, well, thanks a lot for watching. It was kind of a rainy, wet weekend, but I got a lot of stuff accomplished. See you guys on the next video.